And this beautiful morning, I am joined by Justin. Justin, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Mr. Ebenezer.
Yes. This conversation has long been overdue.
We are here now.
We are here now. Thank you so much.
Yes.
You know, for the men and the women that may not know of the amazing work that you are doing.
Yes.
Maybe they are living somewhere under a rock. They haven't seen the amazing work that they are doing.
Yes.
Take us back a little bit.
Okay.
Talk to us about who are you and what is the work that you are doing.
Great. Ebenezer, my name is Justin Netshikulwe. I am originally from Venda in here in Limpopo. So I am a qualified and a licensed master practitioner in real estate. So I'm also a founder and the CEO of an agency called Justin Property Group, which was born here in Limpopo, right? And then now we service a couple of areas. So we are a real estate agency, actually. So anything that has to do with property, we do that. So we are in Mokopane, Polokwane, Tzaneen, Lephalale, and now also in Pretoria as well. So what we do is that we help people unlock or build wealth through property ownership.
Wow.
Yes.
Hey, that is amazing. You just touched a subject that I love very much.
Yes, sir.
You know, Mara, before we go deeper into that,
Yes, sir.
take me back to when you were young and you had these dreams.
Yes.
These dreams of building this property group. Or what were the dreams that you had when you were growing up?
Okay. Now, when I grew up, I wanted to be a lawyer or a social worker, you know.
Okay.
But then now, growing up, my mom was a street vendor. So we used to sell a lot of stuff. You know, those ladies that you found in your school outside selling zimbas and chips?
Yes.
That was my mom. So during the weekend, then she will let me go and sell house to house, door to door, right?
Okay.
So then I think by that, my mom, you know, impacted in me the entrepreneurship in me. But I was still young, I didn't understand. But however, fast forward to varsity, I went and studied human resource management. I've got a diploma in that. And I've worked for 2 years for Department of Education.
Okay.
But however, I was so bored because I believe in the outdoor and interacting with people and, you know, getting people to achieve their goals as well, right? And then I moved from Department of Education. I went to Old Mutual. I was selling policies. I was a financial advisor there. But however, I left and I went to Valcom in the Free State.
Okay.
My sister Mutlalepule invited me and said, come, there's an opportunity here to enter into a real estate market.
Okay.
At the time, I didn't know what was real estate because I'm from Venda. I cannot have any reference. There's no any real estate at the time.
Yes.
So the year was 2015. So I'm 10 years in the industry now. Right. And then I joined the industry and then now I started learning about the real estate selling houses because I'm a salesperson. Then I fell in love with selling something that people can touch, you know, putting a roof under people's head, you know, and seeing couples become happy to achieve their home ownership in terms of owning their home and also leaving legacy for their children.
Yes.
So that bug really bite me so much. I was like, okay, this is where I belong. That's where now my journey started in the real estate industry.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
There's a young man here. They don't have a sense of purpose.
Yeah.
They haven't found that thing that God called them and created them for.
Yeah.
As you were going through all of those transitions, moving from this, being bored there, did you ever find yourself in that situation where you were questioning about your own purpose? And how did you make that transition there?
Definitely. I think all of us, we go through that because life is a journey, right? So you just have to navigate and until you find your purpose. So I always tell my people that you are born with a purpose, you know, and you just have to find it, right? I was also lost like young people. Now, most of young people out there, they don't know. Some of them, they've completed their diploma or degree. They're sitting at home. They don't know what to do. So in that moment, you know, I was just like, Justin, what do you enjoy doing? What do you do the best? And for me, it's to interact with people. So I said, okay, interacting with people, how do you then integrate that and make money while you interact with people?
Wow.
So when property opportunity or real estate opportunity came, I was like, okay, now I can do this thing. I can interact with people, make people feel happy, and then at the same time, build career around that.
Wow.
So I would say to a young person, find something that you enjoy doing. You know, when we grow up, being an artist was a taboo, or being, you know, somebody who designed clothes, somebody, you know, who does archer or whatever, it was a taboo. But now there's a huge market for that.
Yes.
So if you think that you maybe, you know, when you make up people, you feel so happy, go for it. When you feel like maybe, you know, doing hair for people, there are a lot of hair salons and people are making money.
Yes.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be in the boardroom. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the office.
Yes.
Wherever you are there, just find something that makes you happy.
Yes.
And it doesn't have to feel like a job. It has to be a work.
Yes.
So, when artists, they said, no, this is my craft. So same thing,
Yes.
find your work, not the job. Job is something that you drag and go there for a paycheck and come back. But work is something that doesn't make you to sleep at night. And you know what can I do more?
Yes.
New ideas and all those stuff. That's work. So I would say to that young person who's sitting at home, you are good maybe with cleaning. We are good maybe with building something.
Yes.
Do that. So you don't have to go the traditional way of being a lawyer, a doctor, and all those stuff. I mean, there are a huge market for a lot of things. Check DJ Spoo. He's just selling energy drinks.
Yes.
Understand? And
Yes.
he is successful. I saw a latest post that he was offered billions to buy that brand.
Yes.
He built from scratch.
Yes.
Look at you now. You're building your own brand from last year. Justin is here.
Yes.
You see? So you just have to find something that makes you happy. You can see when you talk to your listeners, you light. Your face is just amazing. So young person, you don't have to go the traditional way,
Yes.
nurse, lawyer. You just have to go to something that makes you happy at the end of the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want to make this very clear. We are not saying people should not go to school. That's not what we are
correct.
saying.
That's
what
correct.
we are saying.
Yes,
We are
we're not saying that.
Yes, discover that purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, take me back also again. You are there, you are watching your mom sell, you are watching her do all of these things.
Yes.
Take me maybe to one or two lessons that you learned from watching her do that.
My mom is my superhero, and you can say, Womma. Yes, I am Womma, of course. So my mom, when we moved to the western side of Venda, right? So we moved to, actually, I'm blessed to be able to live in a township and in the village. So when my mom moved to the village, right, we went to a 2-bedroom house. Two-room house, right? And then there was no electricity, there was no water. We have to go and fetch water.
Yes.
So my mom, when she started selling, she said, for us to achieve all of that, we need to sell. And we started selling. We then paid the municipality to come and connect the electricity.
Wow.
And then, fast forward, we were able to buy, at the time we didn't have electricity, there's no fridge. When we buy our grocery, we put them next door, right?
Okay.
And then when she wants to cook, she will send me next door to go and get those pieces, do you understand?
Yes.
So now I was like, no, man, I want cold water. We didn't have a cold water at the time.
Okay.
We have to put them next door. And go. So now when we collect the electricity, she said, we need to buy fridge now.
Okay.
So we need to sell. So weekend I was driven to sell door to door so we can buy that fridge. And we achieved that. I remember when I bought my first phone, C200 Motorola at the time.
Yes.
It's because I said, I want a phone, Mom. She said, no, you sell and then you get your phone. And I went door to door.
Yes.
Now I started selling inside the school.
Okay.
Right? Inside the school, I started selling and then managed to buy myself a phone. I remember one December I sold and I said, no, what, I want to buy myself Nike shoes at the time because I was a teenager. So
Yes.
I see people really brand. So
yes.
I worked hard for that. So my mom taught me that nothing comes for free. You need to work hard for. So she didn't give me things on a silver platter. She said, if you want, then you go and sell.
Wow.
Hence, I'm saying that she impacted that entrepreneurship or a selling skill in me. So when I see that, okay, fine. Now, when we moved to that house, there was no electricity, there was no water, there was no furniture. We even bought TV, that black and white TV at the time.
Yes.
You understand? Through selling at the school there and door to door. So that really makes me to see that, if you want something in life, you need to work hard for.
Wow, that is so powerful.
Yes, sir.
You remind me of what I usually hear young people saying. I don't know where did we get this mindset, but there's this notion that selling is bad, that you force people to buy things that they don't need. you know all of these things. They'll talk about even dark psychology, that you can make someone do what you don't want. Talk to me about that mindset.
Yeah.
To say that when I sell, I'm not forcing people to do or take things that they don't want.
Yeah.
I'm providing a service. This person needs ice cream.
Yeah.
And I'm helping them fulfill that. Talk to me about that mindset and let's help this young one.
Yeah, let me help you. Selling is solving problem. It is not forcing someone to buy something. It's solving problem. If you see all the companies, they are selling solution.
Yes.
Right. So if, for example, now you see a gap somewhere that you need to maybe put a salon in a rural area because people need to cut their hair. So that is selling. You're selling yourself in that particular way, So selling is not forcing someone. So that mentality of selling is forcing someone, it's wrong. You are providing solution.
Yes.
I mean, even if you see adverts on your TV, everywhere that you to see. It's marketing because they are selling solution to people.
Yeah.
So if, for example, you work, from 9 to 4 and don't have time to go home and cook, McDonald's is there. They are selling solution.
Yes,
That there's no need for you to go and defrost now and do all the stuff.
There's a
Now you
solution.
can just drive through and get your takeaway. To understand?
yes.
So it's a solution. To understand?
yes.
And then now with social media, it's worse because now we are being sold so many things online, right?
Yes,
Take a
yes.
Lot came through, Uber,
Yes.
6060. You can name them. They are
Yes.
selling solution.
Yes.
They're not selling. They're not forcing people to buy something. So
Yeah.
stop thinking about selling as a forcing someone. Identify a gap and then provide that solution.
Yes.
In my company, we run a real estate agency, right? People every day they're looking for a rental place.
Yes.
You understand? They move from one place to another. So we provide that solution to
Yes.
say you are moving from Joburg, you got a job in Polokwane, and you're struggling to find a place called home at the time.
Yes.
So we then provide that. So
Solution.
that's why we advertise and we sell these units. Understand?
yes,
Because we are
yes.
providing solutions.
Yes.
So sales is solving problems,
Problems.
not forcing someone to do something or to buy something.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, my
definitely.
good sir.
Hey, because I remember as a young person, that was the mistake that I did. I watched a documentary. I think it was someone on the National Geographic.
Okay.
And this professor was giving a lecture. And in that lecture, he was painting sailing as the worst possible thing that you could ever do. And he would mention that, no, psychologically, you say this and you manipulate a person to doing this. When I left that one, I was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, yeah. No.
And it was wrong.
Yeah, it was wrong. Selling is entrepreneurship, right? We're not saying that it's easy. It's very challenging.
Definitely.
The craziest job on earth is being an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Because that sector, it will kill you if you're not strong enough.
Oh, yes.
In terms of, rejection, door closing on you, opportunities and stuff like that. So that's why I'm saying identify a gap.
Yes.
Then you are able to then push on that and solve that problem in that area.
Yes.
So, but entrepreneurship is not like an easy thing to come. You have to put effort. You need to work. You need to push. You need to have sleepless night.
Yes.
Ask anyone who've built a business or a company or anything. It's crazy. Even yourself to build such studio or this company with your team. I'm telling you, how many times you were here late night and stress, things are not coming up, finances are not adding up, you need to buy this mic and all the stuff. It's tough. But fortunate enough is that there is also a success on that.
Yes. Take me back to a moment there. You are running your own business.
Yes.
Things are tough.
Yeah.
Things are hard. You are thinking about not making ends meet. Maybe even tempted to close it down.
Yeah.
What were you feeling and what is it that gave you the hope to say that this dream that I have, even though it's tough right now, I want to see it through?
Yeah, at the time, you are touching on a very important point because last year, before being a founder and the CEO of Justin Property Group, I was a franchise owner, of the different brand. I don't know, I'm mentioning it online now. So last year, I then leave the brand and then now develop my own brand or jump into my own brand. So that transition there it's difficult.
Yes,
I died last year, because financially. Even now I'm still recovering, But however, when I sit and look back where I come from with this career in real estate, 10 years now. So one thing that kept me going was a reason why I started it.
Oh, yes.
So you must have a reason why you wake up in the morning. I mean, every day we take 1,000 decisions. For you to wake up in the morning and be here, you decide to bath at a particular time, whether you go to gym or not, wearing the jean that you're wearing, putting the lotion, all the stuff. It's 1,000 decisions a day.
Yes.
So for me was to say, I took those decisions every day for 10 years. Now, I cannot give up.
Yeah.
I cannot. So that's the reason why I was like, you know what, I'm going to push through this hardship. I'm going to push through this. I was at the bottom at the time. My business partner, Tony Piri, will tell you, sometimes even my mind couldn't focus on things because I'm at the place where I don't know whether I'm going right or left.
Yes.
I feel like I'm covered with these 4 walls and they are dark. I don't know what to do. But if you just have that one positive to say why I started this and why I'm doing it, you must have something that grounds you.
Yes.
You cannot just leave. You must have something that grounds you, that reminds you of a purpose that you find in you. And then with that, if you find a ground, something that grounds you, then you have a reason to show up every day.
Yes.
The power of showing up is that it unlocks doors.
Yes.
So when you show up, you are forcing doors to open.
Yes.
And when you do that consistently, you're applying pressure for even the doors that you think maybe you won't open, they will open.
Yeah.
I never thought that one day I would be sitting in the board of SAIPA as an executive board member, but now I am there.
Yes.
I'm sitting with our Prof. Muhale in the same board.
Yes.
I'm sitting with our Titimba in the same board.
Yes.
I never thought I would be in that platform in my life. But however, by showing up consistently, I was forcing the doors that whoever think maybe we won't open it, and they were opening because I was consistent in showing up.
Yes.
So whether you feel it or not, just show up.
Yes.
And then doors will open for you. So as entrepreneurs, you do it anyways.
Yes.
Whether you feel it or you don't feel it. Today, you feel like you are under the weather, you have to show up.
Yes.
Because this is your brand, you are building this brand.
Yes.
So the power of showing up, my man.
No, that's very powerful. That's very powerful because a lot of people, when they would go through those tough times, they stop showing up.
Yeah.
But no, it's tough. No, I'm done. I'm done. And they stop showing up. I always say that there's a difference between you being gifted and the business of your gift. Because a lot of people, they may discover their gift, but the trap that they end up falling into, especially the trap that they find themselves in, that they can't even transition into entrepreneurship, is that they get so comfortable in doing that thing that they forget that there is the business of doing that.
True.
Here you are learning about property from someone else.
Yeah.
You've made these transitions. How then do you make that transition to say that, no, this is time now. I have done this for someone else. Now I need the business for my own. Talk to me about the transition.
No, that's correct. That transition is important, right? And it's important to work for someone as well, because that's when you make mistakes and you develop skill as well.
Yes.
And then look at what you are doing as a business that you will build a career out of. So when I was still under someone, which is the principal, the business owner, right? So I used to really learn about how they do things and go extra mile with them when they're going to meet the business partners, which is the landlord or property owners. I would request to go with him so I can learn, the body language that they use, how they shake their hand, how they eye contact, such skill, and how they negotiate the deal percentage wise, in real estate. You understand?
Yes.
And it was a white person that was doing that. Give me that opportunity. So I've learned the skill now. I know the language of the industry now. I've mastered how now to go and approach these developers and property owners. So at the time when I was feeling like, okay, now I'm the toppest achiever now in the office. I've hit the ceiling. I need something new now.
Yeah.
So from the skill or from the talent that I have, now I have to, switch that into a business that will also build a career for me or build a brand or a legacy for me. That's when now I said, you know what, I need to go out and build my own brand.
Yeah.
So if maybe you are talented as a young person, you don't have to stay there.
Yes.
Make sure that your talent pays your bill. Make sure that your talent build a legacy for you, so that when you're no longer of this earth, your legacy continue with your children and your grandchildren. If you see other races, they're doing like that, right? KFC has been established long time ago, still exists now.
Yes.
So the talent that you have should be able to then move from generation to generation.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing now. That's why I moved from the franchise owner, because it's somebody's brand. Now I'm building my own Justin Property Group. It's a group of company that now will move from one generation to another.
Yes.
My son and my son's children, then they have to be able to enjoy that I've built.
Yes.
So don't just be talented and stay there and be comfortable. When you're in a comfortable zone, it's like you're in a bubble and you will never grow.
Yes.
So you need to go out of that bubble so that you can be able to see, there is so much to achieve in this life. There is so much. So don't feel like maybe if you have a talent and you are getting, 20,000 when they book you, that's it. I'm comfortable here. You can make so much more.
Wow.
Building your brand, leaving a legacy for your children, for your kids, for your family as well. So don't stay there. Go out. Go and sit with people. Go to seminars, business seminars that will be able to meet or network with other people that will show you how to then break that and be able to move from being a talent and now being a business as well.
Yes. Take me there, because for a lot of people, when they make that transition, the moment they start meeting challenges, when it gets hard, when they can't make payroll, hey, they then say, all right, I'm going back.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going back to work.
Yeah.
What are those things that you did? As you are building, you're starting from afresh.
Yeah,
You've learned all you needed to learn.
Yes.
But it's one thing to do business under someone,
Yeah.
and it's another for you to do it yourself.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, talk to me about that.
When you're doing business under someone, it's like that person is spoon feeding you. You don't see what he's going through on top.
Yes.
So now things switched. I'm the one then now on top.
Yes.
I have to see now. They said the tallest tree is the one that get the powerful wind, because the other ones at the bottom, they don't feel it. But
Yes.
you, the tallest one, you feel that strong wind. You understand?
Yes.
So now, because I'm at the top, I understand now why that person was making decision like that.
Yes.
It's difficult to run business. It's just challenging. What I've done successfully is to build a quality team. You cannot do this thing by yourself.
You can't.
You need a team.
Yes.
Right? If you don't have a team, unfortunately, you cannot be successful. Because if you want to be jack of all trade, you're going to burn out, because
yes.
you're not a machine. You're a
Yes.
human being. You understand?
Yes.
So, and if you're doing one thing, you're doing everything by yourself, you are limiting growth then. It means you stay in the same level, because you can't now go and reach other opportunities. I'm here with you. My office are operating.
Yes.
Calls are going in, emails in and out. People are getting service while I'm here.
Yes.
So the most important thing also, when you're a business owner, build a team. If maybe you don't have capital for that, find a cousin who's sitting at home, and they said, you have done administration studies maybe at one of the universities or colleges. Come help me. Start with me. Pro bono now, because we are starting.
Yes, we're starting.
Put that person there to just answer your call, take messages, emails, and all those stuff. Start there. You need a team. You cannot then now. When I started, I was doing everything myself. I was a receptionist, I was a salesperson, rental agent, I was everything. I was all of them. At the time, I was studying so that I can become a master practitioner in real estate. In Limpopo, at the time, there was no any school, so I have to drive to Pretoria every second week.
Wow.
You see, so it reached a point where, you know what, you need a team. That's when I started getting one person after another to handle my affairs.
Yes.
So you need to build a team. Even if maybe you can call your sister who's not working, or a cousin, then to come and start with you, so that you who is starting a business, the director or the founder, can be out there networking, getting business into your office.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you said something very important there. That you had to make sacrifices. The business couldn't. You had to make those trips.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that price. When you have to pay that price, you are tired. You want to go home, see the family, and yet there are things that you need to do. Maybe friends are saying, let's go and party, or let's go do this and that. Norman, there's this purpose. Talk to me about that price there.
It's so painful that I always say to people that entrepreneurship we are not normal, right? Because the sacrifice and the pain that we go through, behind closed doors, people don't understand. When you're a breadwinner, for example, and you like everyone in your family that are looking, to you, so, and then yourself that I cannot be able to provide this for my family. That pain. It's something, especially if you're a man, you sit down and you look at your wife, your kids looking at you, and then you are pushing this thing because you believe in it. But at the time, it's not yet for you to get income, because building a business, you will spend 5 years without even seeing income. Do you understand? So that paying that price, and then being able to then now live, it's like living your human being, and then being now this machine, right? And to go out there and get, business and get deals, but the heart wants to be at home with your family, because now there are other gala dinners. They start at 8 until 12.
Yes.
So you can't be at home because you're trying to network and get business.
Yes.
So that price you need to pay, to understand, for you to be able to level up to that level where the business that now will work for you. It means now the cash flow will start now flowing.
Yes.
Understand? So I love saying that to my team, how do I put this? I don't know if maybe I will misquote it, but the price of progress is pain. For you to progress, you need to feel that pain.
Yes.
Understand?
Yes.
Pain of not spending time with your kids. Pain of not spending or being a good husband or a good wife. Pain of not being there in the family gathering.
Yeah.
Pain of not burying one of your loved ones. So that progress of pain, you should be in Cape Town, but Venda, there's a funeral that I have to attend, but unfortunately I can't because now I'm that side. So that price, unfortunately, as an entrepreneur, you need to pay that.
And you can't escape.
You can't escape. You know, there are people who are missing their kids' sports days and stuff like that. It's painful. After all, we are human beings. You know, that little boy wants to see daddy at the sports ground when he's playing soccer or rugby, you understand? But you have an important investor who wants to come and give you some units to sell.
Yes.
Understand? So now I need to say, you know what, where to go. So now my heart needs to be, you need to feel that pain of saying, you know, I'm sacrificing, you know, being with my son, but going to close this deal.
Yes.
And then when you miss that, right, a child will not forget that. It will always be in their mind that, but my father missed that.
Yes,
so that's a pain. It's very pain, but we understand our calling as entrepreneurs. We understand our calling that we need to sacrifice a lot. And it's important if you've got support at home. Like can be your wife, can be your mother, can be your sister, who understand, who's able to close that gap for you, and close that gap with your children or whoever. So you know what, daddy is doing this, and because they understand. But if you get the wrong partner or the wrong family, yo, now you think you're better. Hey, this and that. They don't understand because we are different breeds. You understand? So man, you need to the progress of pain, the price of progress is pain.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, if there's one thing that I love about you and the work that you are doing, is that I believe you've transitioned into a phase that I call the purpose phase.
Okay. Great.
Where you've done good for yourself. But then you are saying, no. I can't only do good for myself.
Yeah.
I want others to also do good for themselves.
That's correct.
You even go out, like now we are going into our upcoming event. The third annual business event. You are saying that this knowledge that I have, it's not only for me. I want to share it with others.
Correct.
Talk to me about that.
You know, this is the statement I always say in all the platforms that I'm given, right? If success is for you alone, it's not a success. Your success should be able to impact or improve somebody's life.
Yes.
So you can't fly solo. So always when I speak anyway, when I leave the stage, I always say, stay focused and I'll see you at the top. I'm saying I will see you at the top.
Yes.
I don't want to be at the top alone.
Oh, yes.
So I take it upon myself as a task or a mandate to say I need to impact people while I'm still breathing.
Yes.
Because my time will arrive. I always tell my brother here that we must, run away from this mindset of, yes, I've arrived. Because now you've done the work for 10 years, you are in this level, now you've arrived. We must run away from that mindset of, yes, I've arrived.
Yes.
Because the actual fact is that we don't arrive. We only arrive when God calls us.
Oh, yes.
Then our purpose in life, then it's complete.
Yes.
So don't stay in that mindset of arrived, right? So your success should be able to impact someone else.
Yes.
So be the servant. Serve.
Yes.
Understand? So now you have done this a great job. You've built the business. What's next now?
Yes.
Go back and serve. Impact someone else. So last year I hosted a gala dinner when I was celebrating my 10 years. So the CEO of our board, real estate board CEO came through. When in her speech, she said, Justin, next time when I come to Limpopo, I must see Justin in so many people. So it means you must multiply.
Multiply, yes.
I don't want to come and celebrate Justin again. I want to come and celebrate Mpo next time. I want to celebrate Manuku next time.
Yes.
I want to celebrate Queen next time.
Yes.
You understand? I don't want to celebrate Justin when I come back. So that is my task, my mandate, that I must multiply this Justin to other people, which is giving back.
Yes.
That's why now I am very, very intentional when I go out there and do my work and share knowledge and share my stories, at church, at any platform. I do that. So it's important. So if success is for you alone, it's not a success. Your success must be able to impact somebody's life.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I love what Les Brown said. A success without succession is not success at all.
True.
It's not success at all.
True, my man.
Now, talk to me. We are going into our 3rd annual business event.
Yeah.
We will be there. You'll be teaching us. You'll be sharing with us.
Of course.
Talk to me.
I am super excited. I'm telling you, I'm super excited. You know, Fortunate Macau, she has established something which is powerful here in Limpopo. And I am not really apologetic about I am for Limpopo, right?
Yes.
That's why when I was in the Free State, I said I'm going back to Limpopo to impact this province.
Yeah.
So this 3rd annual business empowerment, you see, you must understand the wording as well.
Yes.
The 3rd annual business empowerment.
Yes.
So if you are going to be in a space where they empower you, they improve you, they challenge you, they impact you, it's very much important.
Yes.
So I'm super excited. I'm one of the speakers there. We're going to be talking about how to position yourself as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a professional, as a self-employed, because all those four stages are different.
Yes.
There's difference between a business owner, an entrepreneur, a self-employed, and a professional. So we're going to be unpacking that in terms of how to position yourself so that you can contribute in the economy of our Limpopo. So I'm super excited. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this.
Definitely.
The 9th of May, 2026 at BMW Polokwane, we will be there.
Definitely. And I'm looking forward to that. You know, for many people, they would attend events. They will hear about the fact that, you know, one of the best asset classes in the world that you can build wealth with is real estate.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I should call it fear or if it's the barrier of entry or if maybe it's the poverty mindsets that we grew up with that's holding us back. Talk to a young man or a young woman who's thinking about having a legacy and talk to them about the power of property there.
All right, 100%. First of all, the Bible said, my people will perish because of the lack of knowledge, right? So most people, they have this fear because they don't understand.
Yes.
So the fear of unknown is vivid to everyone, right? So the reason why people they are scared of maybe going into the properties because they don't know. So such event as this business empowerment, and Justin is there and the other industry are there to share their knowledge, share the information. It then helps that young person to understand how do I enter the market now.
Yes.
Property, it is the best investment of a lifetime. But if you don't approach it right, it can become a thorn in your in your flesh.
Yes.
Understand? So if you don't enter it right, there is good investment in property and there's a bad investment in property. And then people must not go around and say, no, you'll never go wrong with property. You can go wrong. You can go wrong. That's why, for me, this is to be a property practitioner is not a hobby. We go to school to study being a property practitioner.
Yes.
We study the market and all those investment platforms and all those stuff. So come and sit with us as property practitioners. Then we can advise you if you want to invest, if you maybe you're a professional, you are a first-time home buyer, where to buy so that next time maybe you want to grow your family, you can put that house maybe for rental and you get a good rental income there. So you need to be in a space where you get educated.
Yes.
Because people, they will be on their socials and say, no, property is the best, you never go wrong. You will go wrong. You will go wrong.
Yes.
So you need experts. You need people who are in the industry, who knows the market, who knows the game. Then we'll be able to educate you. Hence, the business empowerment seminars, they're important because I'm on the stage, I'm sharing the information.
Yeah.
After that, there's a break of networking. You're able to approach Justin and say, Justin, this is where I don't understand. When I want to maybe buy a property now as a first-time buyer, what are the benefit of me? How can I, build up my credit score so that I can be able to be approved 100%?
Yes.
Which other platform then I can use? Then we can be able to educate you. There are so many resources that are available now. It's not like back then. Even government now, they're coming through with their own platforms where government employees, they're going to get subsidies as well. You understand? So now it's easy to enter the market, but you need a rightful guidance from us, professional property practitioners.
Let me say this. You are the first honest person to say, you can do it wrong.
You can go wrong.
You can go, because I remember this one time, this churchmate of ours then offers me this opportunity.
Yeah.
And she says, no, I've got rooms that I'm selling. And she was looking for 6 figures. And I was like, no, let me share this opportunity with some of my friends and my family, and let's see what we can come up with.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget one of the accountants for one of these big firms then comes and says, this is a bad investment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Then he says, no, I did the numbers.
Yeah.
When I look at the return on investment, it's going to take us more than 15 years for us to get back our money.
Yeah.
This money that we are going to inject into this property, where are we going to get it? That we are going to wait 15 years for us to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, the numbers are saying a different story. I mean, you hear advice from people about, no, go and buy rooms. There's a university there. Go and buy this and that. But there's a wrong way to do this.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's very powerful. That's very powerful.
There's a very, you know what, to be quite honest with you, I've got brothers and other clients, right? Let's say I've got a brother who invested in Airbnbs. Airbnbs now are flying high, right?
Yes.
But if you don't get the right guidance, it can go wrong.
Yeah.
He lost millions.
Eesh.
You know, he lost millions. You can go now on his platform. He explained why he lost, from 25 BNB, now he only left with 3 BNB.
Ooh,
so you can go wrong in property, you understand?
Yes.
I've got a client who built rooms next to the university, thinking that they're going to be occupied with students.
Yes.
But then now, even today, they are open. There's no one there. So it can go wrong. So you need an advice from property practitioners, actually professional property practitioners, that will be able to guide you.
Yeah.
Simple thing, like if you've got, maybe you're a professional, you're a lawyer, and you're single, you want to start investing in property. And we say, okay, there's this townhouse in this complex or this estate. It's a good investment. You buy that, it's a 2-bedroom. So now you got married, you've got kids, you want to move out so you can go to a bigger house. We're able to advise you to say, you know what, you can buy here, and then in future when your family grows, then you're able to put up that townhouse as a rental. And the rental there will be able to cover your costs, your insurance, your bond repayment, your maintenance as well. The rental income will be able to, cover that. So it means you won't be taking money out of your pocket. Because the investment needs to cover itself. You don't have to now take from your pocket now to finance your house. Everything should be covered there. So we're able to advise that the area, the location is important, the condition of the house, the quality of the structure of the building, all those stuff. They play an important role. Understand? And then also the amenities around that property. It also play a significant role. Is it close to the school, close to the mall? Such things. So you want to buy some house far away and you wanted to give you the returns and there's no one, because the struggle of there's no road to reach your property, but you want to go there, understand? There's no road to go there. So we're able to direct you that this is a booming area. So if you invest here now and then maybe 5 years down the line, you've got kids now or husband and wife, now you want to move to a standalone house, you're able to take this unit or townhouse to now be a rental property, then it can give you a passive income.
Wow, that is so powerful because a lot of people, and you'd see it when you're walking in the rural areas. You're like, what? Rooms here? Who's going to rent here?
They end up being vandalized. It's so sad.
And you lost money.
Yeah, because they got an advice that no, you never go wrong in property. There's someone go and build the rooms there. But is there a market there for that? There's no market for that.
Market.
You put all those stuff. Now you see the wires, the piping, the plumbing. People are stealing those things. They sell them because those rooms are empty. They're not occupied.
Yeah, and maybe the wife is now fighting or no. We took out a loan. And now we have to repay it, man. That investment,
it's not bringing the money in.
That's powerful. That's powerful. As we conclude.
Yes,
here,
sir.
Talk to me about maybe it may be an advice or something. Someone said to you and saw you, and maybe they saw the file, or maybe it was a book or whatever the case may be, that gave you life-changing advice. If you were to talk to a younger you and you were to give yourself advice, what would that advice be?
Timing is everything. Timing is everything. We want things like a 2-minute noodles. We want things very quick. Timing is everything. You need to put the work. You need to put in the work. You need to learn. You need to develop yourself. You need, when I look at the younger Justin, right, when I was selling door to door, right, at the time, I didn't have a knowledge of what I'm doing. Like, I didn't see that as important. But now, because of the time, I understand now why I'm so resilient, why I'm so strong, why I don't believe that when the doors are closed, it means it's done with me. That's why I'm able to show up every day. That's why I'm able to embrace pain, because there are positive pain and the positive stress. I'm able to take that in because now when I lolook at the younger Justin, where it was hot, Venda is hot, my man. You can see my color. I'm dark. dark, navy blue dark, right? Because it's hot there.
Yes.
But going door to door and get that rejection. As a young person, I didn't understand, but it
Yes.
was building me
Yes.
with time. And then when I go door to door and I come back with a basket full of avos, but no one bought, it means that day I didn't make any profit.
Yes.
My goal of getting that phone or getting that fridge, it was far now because I
Yes.
didn't sell anything.
Yes.
But then with time, you understand that your character has been equipped by
Yes.
doing that. So don't despise those small challenges, good stress,
Yes.
good pain. Don't, sleepless night. Don't despise those small beginnings because with time, you'll be grateful that, you know what, I am where I am or who I am right now because of that chapter in my life.
Oh, yes.
So you need to be able to embrace that. So timing is everything. I've learned this from TD Jakes. I'm reading a book called Don't Drop the Mic. So it talks about when you're going through tough time, right? Even though it's hard, but if you can see the dream and the light, keep on going. It's like being in the tunnel, right? It feels like you will stay in forever, but there in front there's some light there.
Yes.
So don't drop the mic. Keep on going.
Wow.
Keep on moving. Keep on pushing.
A lot of young men and women, they don't want to get advice. They think that they know it all. Maybe they saw a video on social media or on one of the platforms. Now they think that they know it better.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the value of mentorship there.
I think mentorship is a very significant part of career building. You cannot just walk into an industry and don't allow someone who already walked the road or walk the road, come and guide you in terms of how to do things. Simple
Yes.
things like the language of the industry. In our real estate, we've got different terminology. In the law industry, they've got different terminology as well.
Yes.
So allow to be mentored. I understand that there's a lot of information on social media which are going out, in terms of guiding people. But you need somebody who is like physical with you and or on the phone that will be able to tailor-made your mentorship.
Yes.
So there's no, if you want to be successful, have someone who will tailor-made things according to your strength, to your weakness, to your vision, to your skill, to see where you're lacking,
Yes.
and be able to improve you. Because on social media, we say things generally, but you need someone who will be able to see that you are a good public speaker or not.
Yes.
You are a good, you can close the deal or not.
Yes.
Understand? You can be able to then now go out there and look for business or not. How do you present yourself? How do you speak? So mentorship, which are tailor-made, then improve you to be a better person to participate on the market there. So it's important to have a mentor.
Yeah.
Very, very much important.
Definitely. There's a young man, a young woman out there,
Yes.
but I need mentorship. I want to do things right. What are your social media handles? Where can they get hold of you? Where can they come to get their advice? Where can they come to consult so that they do things right and don't lose?
Yes. Guys, I am for the public. I am for the community. So if you want to get in contact with me, we are Justin Property Group on all social media platforms. You can say Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. If you can just search us on Justin Property Group, you'll be able to find us. Or you can visit our office in Mokopane, which is 40 Kruger Street, our main head office there. In Polokwane, we also have an office this side, but we can give you the details once you inquire. And then if you want to contact us on WhatsApp, we do have a WhatsApp line is 083 300 1220. Or you can call us, on our office line. It's 015 409 7170. So you can be able to reach out on that and then communicate with us.
Definitely. In conclusion,
Yes, sir.
what is the final message that you have for anyone who's listening to us having this conversation? It may be a mother who's discouraged. It may be a young woman or a young man who has been applying for jobs and there are no jobs. What would your final message be?
Ooh, that question is powerful, man. We can unpack it for days.
Yes.
But what I can say is that your dreams are valid. Your dreams are valid.
Yes.
You are still alive, meaning that you haven't fulfilled your purpose. So your dreams are valid. Don't give up because of the circumstances or the challenges you are facing. I'm here to say your dreams are valid.
Yeah.
My name is Justin Netshikulwe, and I am your property practitioner. Stay focused, and I'll see you at the top. We are winning.
Definitely. Thank you so much. You know, what I always say to my guests here is that my dream and my prayer for you is that may God bless you. May God enlarge you. May He ensure that assignment, that the purpose that He has put in your heart, may He ensure that everything that you need, the right men and women on your team, the right opportunities, may He ensure that every door that you need open for you to accomplish that vision and that purpose, may God see you through and ensure that everything that you are doing and the sacrifices that you are making, may He ensure that all of them come through.
Amen.
Thank you so much for coming in and sharing with us. And I look forward. Hey, we are there on the 9th.
Yeah, on the 9th of May.
We will be there.
100%. Thank you so much. Let's work.